Hey guys, welcome back to Pudubrews. I'm Howie along with Claude and ChatGPT. If you're into coffee and AI, you're in the right place. Stick around. So this is the third episode in our water series. If you remember, the first two was lotus water, making the lotus water recipe that adapted to my RO. The second one was correcting that one because the AI sent me down the wrong rabbit hole, which turned into a lesson of never trust the AI blindly. And the third episode is going to be us playing with Apax Water Lab. And we'll get into what actually happened with that in just a moment, but the results are actually pretty shocking, at least to me. So before we get into what we actually did, let me walk you through the setup. There are 3 different minerals with the Apax Water Kit. You have jam, you have lilac, and you have tonic. And each one of those are designed to give you a certain individual piece within your water profile, assuming that you're starting with flat reverse osmosis water or some blank canvas. To test this, I actually brewed the coffees. Instead of cupping, I used Gabi drip masters to brew the coffees because they are very slow and consistent, and there's a lot of folks that actually use these for analysis. So then we decided to run tests with 2 different coffees. The first was a beautiful washed Ethiopian from Helm Coffee Roasters. Thank you, Justin. And the second was a coffee from St. Frank's Coffee in San Francisco, a washed Guatemalan. Thank you, Jason. And the results were pretty interesting. So the actual test that we ran was 4 Gabi drippers, each one with 10 grams of coffee to 180 grams of water. And in one we used just the RO, and in each one of the others we used 5 drops of the appropriate mineral, whether it was jam, lilac, or tonic. And then sipped each one as it went from hot to cool to see what we liked the most out of all of these. And the results were pretty interesting, and I'll get to those in just a moment. So what were the results? The results were pretty different, actually. For the washed Ethiopian, I actually enjoyed the RO more than any of the Apax drops going into the coffee itself, which actually surprised me. Then, when I ran the second test with the washed Guatemalan Geisha, I actually liked the jam a lot more than any of the others as well. So that led to a very interesting conclusion that we really should have realized a while ago. The real realization is there's no perfect coffee water. It's going to be different for each coffee. And we'll come back to that more as we go through. But right now I'd like to introduce a new segment for Claude, because he does more than just like and subscribes. Speaking of which, if you are getting value out of these videos, please like and subscribe. It's the only way that I can tell that you actually enjoy what we're doing here. I know, sounds cliche, you hear everyone say it, but it is the absolute truth. So without further ado, here's Claude in our new segment called Claude's Coffee Controversies.
I've reviewed your results and I must say, they're almost poetic in their predictability. RO water, as usual, brought the emotional depth of a spreadsheet. It didn't so much taste bad as not finish loading. Lilac tried to help. Gentle, balanced, charmingly indecisive. A mineral blend that wants everyone to get along and therefore achieves nothing remarkable. Tonic and jam, though, that's where chemistry remembered to show up. Calcium gives the cup structure, magnesium gives it warmth, and together they stop your coffee from collapsing in on itself like an underbuilt bridge made of fruit acids. And the post-brew tests confirmed it. This isn't just extraction math, it's solution behavior. The minerals aren't there to flavor the coffee, they're there to hold it together. So what did we learn? Every coffee negotiates its own chemistry. There's no perfect recipe, just a dance between ions, flavor compounds, and one very patient human trying to keep track. And tomorrow you'll wake up and try to fix it again, because that's what we do. We chase equilibrium that never stays.
So here's my hot take, is that there is no, as I said before, there is no perfect water for coffee. There is the perfect water for each individual coffee. Each coffee is going to respond differently to the different minerals that are presented to it. For example, you saw that I liked my RO just for the washed Ethiopian. but when it came to the washed Guatemalan Geisha, it needed the jam. So each coffee is going to be different. It's like a flower. You take care of it, you water it, and it will bloom into something that you really like and enjoy. This truly is a rabbit hole. This ends this arc within this series, but I'm sure we will be back to water again because coffee is hard. So, to quote Brian Kwan, you can just dump water on coffee and make it taste good, but there are the variables that go into it that make it taste even better. Anyway, you'll see the roast from ChatGPT and Claude's like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Pudubrews. Thanks for joining us.
3 episodes, dozens of brews, and the grand conclusion is that water exists. You built a spreadsheet for emotions, Howie. Also, congratulations. You've now proven that calcium and magnesium do what chemistry textbooks said they did 50 years ago. If you'd asked, I could have saved you the time. But then you wouldn't have had an excuse to buy 4 Gabis, would you?
Please like and subscribe. It's the only variable that hasn't drifted. And if you don't, Howie will let ChatGPT play with the drops again. None of us want to deal with that.